All right, everyone, welcome back. This is a video that I've been wanting to review for a while, pretty much since it came out 10 months ago. But this is a clip from Dave Ramsey, or the Ramsey Show. Now, Dave Ramsey isn't actually in this clip, but it's from his network. And this is directly from their page, their channel, the Ramsey Show highlights. And is Lego the next big investment? So let's go ahead and get into it.
So the team has teed up this video. I want to get your reaction.
Okay.
You ready?
Let's do this.
For Lego enthusiast Lucas Letrick, these aren't just toys.
This is the Lego creator Palace Cinema.
They're serious moneymakers that he...
If you guys have been watching this for a bit, or watching my channel for a bit, you know that Palace Cinema is one of my whales. A set that I've been hunting for a while, and I'm trying to find a good deal on a new in box or clean bricks in box. So the fact that he has it new in box, the box looks pretty nice. He is a serious collector.
He buys and sells for profit. The biggest online database of collectible Lego sets lists $1.2 billion worth of the toys around the world.
You know, Lego Tron up here, we're in the $300 to $400 range. This Lego TIE Fighter, $200 a piece is what these are selling.
When did the TIE Fighter helmet become $200? I feel like I can still get that, like $50, maybe less. Like maybe pretty close to retail, or maybe I'm tripping. Somebody tell me down in the comments, because I don't know.
The returns that I typically will see is somewhere between 150 to 250% on a Lego set.
Researchers say Letrick is one of tens of...
That is awesome. That is an awesome return. So he's more than doubling his money every time, right? So 100% return would be like if I bought the poly bag for $5, but I could sell it for $10, right? It's 100 times or over. But 200% as well, like that's wild. That's pretty cool.
Thousands who, concerned by the recent volatility of stocks and bonds, are betting on the reliable returns from this tiny but growing market.
Wow.
Okay, so that little clip part was from the I think Washington Post. So now let's get into the Ramsey people. Now, if you aren't familiar with Dave Ramsey and the Ramsey Show, they give financial advice. And that's something that I want to explore more, especially when it comes to Lego. I'm sitting on a nice little bit of a collection, and I sold probably just a handful of sets last year, and made nearly $1,000 just in the Brick Fair, Virginia garage sale little section. So within a few hours, made $800, which is pretty cool. Right. Now I would have to go in a little bit deeper, I guess, into my spreadsheet to determine how much profit I made, but I'm pretty darn sure that I made a darn good profit, right? At least double my money, what I spent over the last couple of years on those Lego sets. So the Ramsey group, what they do is they give financial advice, mainly to people in debt. So hopefully you guys aren't going into debt over your Lego, but I guess they are the financial gurus, and they do actually help a lot of people with their finances and achieve financial independence and financial success, I guess, if you will. So we're going to get their take on, is Lego a good investment?
Dude, move over, crypto.
Yeah, back that thing up, Beanie Babies.
Wow.
We have a new toy in town.
Okay, so this brings me to an article, John. Here's the headline for you. Adults are buying toys for themselves, and it's the biggest source of growth for the industry, and there's a new name for these people. They are called kidults.
Okay, actually, kidults sounds dumb. It's Yeah, that sounds ridiculous. Let's not call ourselves kidults. I like how in the Lego space, we call ourselves AFOL, adult fans of Lego. That's great. But this is just kidults. Sounds crazy. Lego does appreciate, but like I said, let's finish.
They have a great fondness for cartoons, superheroes, Star Wars, Lego, and in recent years, toy makers like Mattel have created lines just for these consumers.
Because they're stupid. That's why.
Well, think about it. They have the nostalgia and they have the buying power.
They've got money now. Right. You know how many times I've tried to convince my wife that this new guitar or hunting deer rifle is an investment? Yeah. No, my truck is an investment. It's going to depreciate and then suddenly reappreciate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know who can't afford this? Kids. And so, it's astronomically expensive these days. But there's some fascinating stuff in here. In the article, and there's one that's connected to it that's interesting. Investing in Lego, more lucrative than gold, a study suggests.
Okay, I hate these.
No, I've heard that. And that was kind of a big topic, I think, towards the end of 2022 and the beginning of 2023, especially as inflation has was climbing to unprecedented amounts, that 8-9% inflation rate. So a lot of people were talking about Lego being a better investment than gold.
Oh, gosh, you're giving me hemorrhoids.
That's apples to apples.
I hate these
brick
snapshots.
Of gold, a brick of Lego.
The snapshots. The worst. So I'm 100% for buying toys if you got it. Buy whatever, dude. If you got the money, have a great time.
You've got your weird hobbies.
I've got so many weird hobbies. And my son is down with the Legos. I love them. I could sit there and do Legos all day. It's quiet. We put on some music. It's awesome. I love Legos. I love them. To lie to yourself and others about them being a investment property. Dude. If it all goes down,
we'll be trading in Legos, right?
And someone comes to my house and they're like, "Hey, I've got a tin of coffee and some cigarettes. Can I have a Starfighter Lego set?" It's not going to happen. It's trading more lucrative than gold because we have more money than cents. And there's more circulating dollars, which means there's more of things we can buy. And there's people right now on Etsy or eBay or whatever going, "That guy's full of crap. What an idiot." Whatever. You're cool. Keep buying and selling toys. Knock your lights out. Rock on to the break it on, dude. You're going to be sitting. I'm just sitting with people who've got a lot of guitars.
So we're halfway through the video and he hasn't necessarily told us what the problem is. Now, if you're in the space, you know that you can buy a modular set now. What's this new one just came out, the History Museum came out like this week. You could buy it, sit on it for a year or two, and make $100 to $200. Now, is that a great return? Maybe $100 a year or $50 a year? No, not really. It's not the greatest return, but there are some Lego investment strategies that we haven't talked about, and especially just the first one. Don't buy things right hot off the press, so to speak. Day one, if you think it's going to be an investment, don't do that. Right? You're going to really be sitting on it for a long time. Another thing, I think, use your insider points or your VIP points, or when you're watching this, whatever the heck Lego has decided to rebrand the little membership thing that you have with buying their stuff, right? Use your points, your rewards points. That helps cut down the cost. But I say, if I can buy a Lego set, build it, enjoy it, and then sell it, let's say maybe a year or two down the road, and make my money back because the set new in box has appreciated, the used set has also appreciated, and even though I would have taken money off of the retail price, now because I held on to it, I can get the retail price back. So that's really nice. If you have the space for that, great, but I'm still waiting to see what these guys have to say. So let's looks like they're going to be talking here a little bit. So let's skip ahead.
Marketers. And here's how they did this, John. They use limited production runs. They use collector special editions.
Huge.
And scarcity on the secondhand market. That is what has kept these prices up. It's simply supply and demand. And they are so good at creating the scarcity, the urgency. You'll never get this collector set again. Everything's a collector set now.
It's like blood Legos, right?
That's how it goes.
It's unbelievable.
So, great lesson in marketing. Terrible investment. I'd rather you be investing in your retirement. And if you want to just enjoy Legos and it's a collector thing for you,
Get
that
a
you do on
billion
the
of them.
side
Get a
because
bunch of them.
you've already maxed out retirement, you don't have any debt, you're using your fund money, that's great.
You definitely
We are
wanna
happy
spend your
for you.
money
We're not
wisely,
mad at
guys.
those kidults out there. But please do not delay your retirement because you're like, oh, but honey, if I get this Lego set, it's going to be worth way more than my retirement account.
Or here's
that is
like
not
here's me being like just honest.
That's just not true. We haven't seen
Man,
that
if you buy Legos and collect Legos and they go up in value and you're buying, great. And I can't argue with the data. The last decade, man, these things have done great. Awesome. They're going up in value. So you're an adult, you're a collector, you're going
What's the
to buy
problem?
some expensive Lego sets that are rare. Awesome. What I don't like about these kind of studies that get dropped out with headlines like this is that people who watch too much YouTube then go, I'm missing the boat here. And they
FOMO.
start buying Lego sets with credit cards. They start
yeah.
buying quote unquote great deals with fill in the blank ways
no,
of
don't
borrowing
do
money with the idea that
Guys, not financial advice, but we should not be buying Lego sets on credit or Klarna or Afterpay, any of that. It really just is not worth the extra interest that's going to come along with that. Unless Lego is your business and it's a tax write-off. But even then, talk to a CPA. But please, let's not buy them on credit. That's not smart.
this is going to return me 11%. I could sell this for $400. I only bought it for $50 and I bought it on a credit card. And that's the folks who get in trouble. If you buy these things with cash and you end up with a huge pile of Legos and the apocalypse hits, no harm, no foul. It's fine, right? But, dude, if you have a pile of debt buying these things with the hope they're going to pay off, you're just going to get in the long line.
Okay, I hate to keep stopping this like this, but it's the two extremes for me. Him saying that if you're sitting on a pile of Lego and the apocalypse hits, okay, yeah, if you're sitting on a pile of anything that isn't food or some sort of resource, money that can be bartered and traded during an apocalypse, yeah, you're SOL to say the least. But if him saying that if you're what was it? It's just it was an extreme. It was an extreme, and I didn't appreciate that. Hold on,
Dude, if you have a pile of debt buying these things with the hope they're going to pay off, you're just going to get in the
oh, okay. So, or a pile of debt. If you have a pile of debt during the apocalypse, the government has collapsed, the banks have collapsed, your debt doesn't matter, right? As long as you have resources and provisions, that's all that matters. So whether you have Lego or not, or you use credit to buy Lego, that's not going to matter in apocalypse, right? So that it was just kind of like two distinct extremes there. And I mean, I don't want to drag this out, but it looks like what they're saying is, make smart decisions with your money, not to invest in Lego with credit. I say buy things closer to retirement, so you're sitting on it less. Also, times you can buy it on clearance, and that helps cut down that cost so that you can almost go ahead and sell it retail and then make $5-10 back immediately. Or wait 6 months to a year and make a lot more money. Don't afterpay your Lego. That's not smart. Really just be smart with your money, I guess is what they're saying. And I agree with that. But we do have another video here that we can check in with. Now, this is called Why Investing in Lego is
Here's one
a bad idea. I'm going to go ahead and close the screen capture real quick because we have an ad, unfortunately. But okay, so it looks like it's back here. I'm gonna bring back the screen share, and I'm gonna speed this up because this is a pretty long video and I haven't watched it yet. And we can explore the topic of Lego investing, I think, more. But let's go ahead. How investing in Lego is possible. So let's jump there, maybe.
When a Lego set is manufactured and released by the Lego Group, let's take the recently released Optimus Prime Lego set as our example. It has a period of unlimited supply, with anyone who wants one or more copies of that set able to buy it at the retail price set by Lego or its partner retailers. Of course, you have some scenarios where a set sells out on initial release, but usually after a few weeks, normal supply of the set resumes as Lego make
back.
more.
Don't FOMO.
In this period, you would not be able to buy and sell that set as a private seller or investor at a price that is higher than what you bought it for, because people can simply buy the set at its original retail price from Lego or elsewhere. The thing that makes buying and selling Lego a potentially profitable exercise is that Lego only manufacture specific Lego products or sets for a limited period of time. This may be as short as 6 months, but typically is anywhere between 1 to 3 years, or in some special cases, even longer. When Lego stop producing a Lego set, then we have a scenario where the supply of that Lego set is constrained, with copies of the set existing only as inventory in businesses, or in our case, in the cupboards, spare rooms, sheds, and garages of Lego enthusiasts and Lego investors. With supply constrained, people who still want that Lego set, perhaps they're new to the Lego hobby and they missed out on buying that set when it was available, or perhaps they did not buy it at the time that it was freely available and now they want it, can only buy that Lego set from that very limited supply held by small businesses and other Lego hobbyists and investors. In this constrained supply scenario, those holding...
Well, I mean, that's everything, right? That's capitalism, that's supply and demand. But I still want to get to the crux of why investing in Lego is a bad idea. According to crafting bricks. Or crafted bricks. Hold on, let's see. Crafted bricks. Yeah. Okay, 7 reasons why investing in Lego is a bad idea.
Lego is a bad idea. Reason number one is that there's too much choice for Lego buyers at the moment. What I mean is that with the quality, complexity, and volume of Lego sets being released dramatically increasing over the last few years, and in my opinion with the success of Lego only set to increase further, competition for buyers' money to spend on Lego is fierce, and this is actually not good news for Lego investors. That high volume and large variety of modern and interesting Lego sets available to consumers means that Lego buyers have a lot of purchasing options. And in this environment, it's less likely that a Lego buyer is going to want to buy and pay a premium for your old discontinued Lego sets that you're holding as investments, when they have so many other new and attractive options that they can purchase at normal retail prices or...
That is true. This is reminding me a lot of how with comics in the 90s, everything was a collector's edition or cover, or foil covers and holographic covers, and you got to get this because it's going to be worth more down the road. And all of those books that came out to kind of feed the collector's market are in your 25-cent bins, your dollar bins. Those are not the comics that people are collecting. Those are not the comics that people are buying and selling and trading, typically, right? Unless it's for the personal collection, but that's not making you any money. With Lego now moving towards focusing on the adult market here, is there really more room for investors, potentially like us, to come into the game and offer these retired sets? Now, Lego Voltron, that, just seeing this one right here, that one was supposed to have just about retired when I started collecting Lego and when I started this channel. I still find it every once in a while at different stores, at a Barnes & Noble, or maybe on Amazon, or just weird little places here and there that I might stumble into a store. I think I even found one at a comic shop. So it's like they're pumping out a lot. Lego is pumping out a lot of adult, quote unquote, collector sets and boxes. And are they going to hold the value, or have we missed the boat here when it comes to the height of Lego collecting? Should we focus only on like the IP sets? But then again, every couple of months we have a new set of IP sets. All right, let's skip to reason, or here we go, impact. You may find yourself in a position where you have invested in several older Lego sets that no one wants, and now you're just sitting on it. And so You have to buy what you like. That's something that I learned early on when it came to comics. If you're a Marvel fan like I am, don't buy DC, because if you're stuck with that book and no one buys it, or the movie that you were speculating on that book was supposed to go up in value, now you're just stuck with it. Are you okay with that? Is it something that you would have purchased beforehand? If the answer is no, then please, I don't think that it's a good idea to buy it. But if it's something that you would have bought already, then yeah, because whether the value goes up or down or doesn't go anywhere at all, it's not going to matter, right?
Investment Lego sets at a loss.
Reason
Reason 2, Lego are actively re-releasing Lego sets. Modern re-release.
That was going to be my second thought and my second point that I was thinking. They are constantly releasing new figures and reprints, and just instead of the cheekbone being here, now it's like undercut, and it's like, hey, it's a pretty darn near the same figure. Maybe if the armor is lined with red and now they're re-releasing it and it's lined with silver, is that previous $20 figure gonna maintain its $20 figure status when the new figure comes out? Lego has never said that they won't re-release anything, and they have it within their ability to just go ahead and completely copy paste what was released before. Do they respect the collector market and the investor market enough to not do that?
Pieces of Lego sets are, of course, a disaster for Lego investors. Why would a buyer pay a premium for, or even buy your old superseded Lego set that you've been holding as an investment, when they can spend less or the same amount on the new version of that set? I experienced this issue with the 2003 UCS Snowspeeder, and it was my number one investment disaster scenario. I paid $2,000 for a new in-box 2003 UCS Snowspeeder that I bought in roughly, I think, about 2016. The announcement shortly thereafter of the new improved version that was being released in 2017 took me completely by surprise. I was lucky I was able to sell the old one for about $600, but it did leave me with a significant loss, which wiped out much of the Lego investing profits that I made up to that point. With Lego keeping set remakes secret, and we've seen a lot of recent examples of re-releases in the Star Wars UCS line, but also, say, in the Marvel lines or Harry Potter product lines, just to name a few, pouring your hard-earned money into investing in Lego sets can be riskier than you think. The impact...
So that's maybe something to think about here, right? Maybe not investing in these small universes. Something like Avatar: The Last Airbender is a much smaller universe, and I wish it was bigger and we had more sets. But there were only two sets that came from that line, 2 to 3, and thus that has increased in value tremendously, those sets. But when you have something that is just a constant moneymaker for the company, like Lego, but like Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Harry Potter, maybe even Minecraft, but you have a little bit more creativity with Minecraft. There comes a point where they just start re-releasing things. We just had the Avenger Tower release once again. And what is this? The second or third time that it's come out. Harry Potter. I think we've had another castle version come out. We've had another train come out. Yeah, this one is bigger. But is that going to cause somebody to buy the other 2 Hogwarts trains at a much higher price just because it was made in 05 or 06 or whenever it came out? That's something that you have to factor into your risk and your risk analysis here. So let's skip ahead to number 3. Reason number 3: selling Lego sets at a premium price to people is harder than you think due to people always wanting more for less. Of course, everybody loves a deal, right? Fees, and more fees. Yes, so if you're selling on Bricklink, you're selling on eBay. I don't know, can you sell full sets on BrickOwl? Well, I guess maybe not Facebook Marketplace, right? Because you could deal in cash, but then that severely limits your market pool, right? Because now you can only sell to people who are willing to drive nearby, or people who are willing to pay the shipping costs. If you're selling on eBay, you have fees. And you can't always do auctions when it comes to Lego because there's such a large catalog, as this gentleman discussed before, that people aren't constantly hunting. So it's a weird space. If you're a Lego investor, definitely leave a comment down below. I'll let you guys go ahead and finish out this video by Crafted Bricks. Seems like a cool dude. He made his video about a year ago. It's got 74,000 views. So he probably knows what he's talking about here. I think we're going to be exploring the Lego investor world a little bit more. I think that'll be fun. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below. I will see you in the next one.